disappointed that we didn't get to talk about as many ideas as I'd hoped. I'd just like to say that contrary to what Doug Ford may think, it is possible to have a successful career and raise children. And there are a lot of women across this province who are doing that every day. Happy to take any questions.
Yes, hi, Caroline. I'm just curious, is Waleed Solomon a part of your team?
No, Waleed is not part of my team.
Okay, even though your father, of course, is a partner at the same law firm as Waleed Solomon, is that correct?
Correct.
And Mr. Solomon has been very vocal in the past about his love for Sharia financing. I'm curious if you support that kind of initiative, and also if you can enlighten us why your father wrote a letter to the Globe and Mail some years back where he was actually praising Saudi Arabia as our friends and allies.
Waleed Solomon and my father work at the same law firm, and they're both partners there. I have no comments on any letters that either of them have written, I'm happy to talk about ideas that are before me as a leadership candidate for the PC Party of Ontario.
But you're saying you're not familiar with that letter that was published in the Globe and Mail by your father praising Saudi Arabia, a country where you, potentially the Premier of Ontario, wouldn't be allowed to drive a car or vote or go outside without a male chaperone?
My father has, and a lot of people are doing a lot of great business with Saudi Arabia. I have no comments to make further. I did not read that letter, so I have no other comments.
Okay.
Caroline, what do you make of this call by Doug Ford about reopening your nomination in York Simcoe?
I don't know what Doug Ford was talking about. There are a lot of things that he said tonight that I wasn't sure what he was talking about. I had an open nomination, and I've been campaigning ever since then.
He seemed to be making some sort of allegation that there was a deal. Did you make any sort of a deal to get an uncontested nomination?
I absolutely had an open nomination, and I ran, put my name forward. There was no deals made, and it was a clear and open nomination.
So there was nobody, was there anyone discouraged from seeking the nomination against you because you ended up being acclaimed, if I'm correct? Do you know of any other candidate who wanted the nomination in York Simcoe that was discouraged from running?
No one was discouraged from running. As far as I know, I met a number of people who were interested in doing and being part of the riding, and I'm happy to have their support. There was I don't know of anyone who was discouraged.
You said you wouldn't get into the sex education discussion because you think that it's working. I'm wondering, are your kids in the public or private system?
My children are in school, and it's a choice that my husband and I have made that to send them to the schools that we've decided. They are following the Ontario curriculum, just as other children are, and. I said I wasn't going to reopen the curriculum.
But are they in public or in private school? That was the question.
Oh, they're in private school. As parents, my husband and I want to make the best choice that we can, and it is up to every family to make the choice that they want in terms of how to educate their family.
Why did you choose private schools over public schools? And lots of people couldn't afford to make that choice. You can. You made the choice you did. What is the benefit of the private education over the public?
We made the best choice that we could for our family, and that's all I'll say about that.
Okay. Separate question. 6 weeks.
Thank you very much.
These are supposed to be 10 minutes long. You've only been here for 4.